OC, how did you know that Parsons was going to be able to rush the passer as well as he did? You're the only person I've ever seen to ever say that Micah Parsons could be a put his hand down guy. So I need that question answered.
The OC.
And boss, show me. Let's go. Let's go. Man. Boss done slept on it. And when I sleep, I come up with answers.
Like, we must have got a guard. That's the only thing that would have made him do that. That's it.
He know.
He know. Because he been watching Twitter, man.
Yeah, man. So, I done slept on it for real. And I think I know exactly what's going on with Cowboy Nation. Yeah. This gonna be a good one. I think I'm gonna make y'all feel a little bit better. Trust me. For sure.
Reefer, my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Hey.
Boss, show me.
I will. That's what I do. See, the energy is bad on Brian. Ooh, it's bad. Is it as bad as what we think, though?
Shot it. Fight for. See, that's how to go out. Don't go out, just sit back. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take Matthew Golden. No, fight for it. You wanted physical. You said you wanted physical. Fight for it.
Ooh, man, that's right on time. You said you wanted physical. Fight for it. Ooh, that's right on time. Right on time. We got us a show coming up tonight too, man. We gonna talk about this.
Oh my God!
Somebody else said
It's
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
I think I know how y'all feel. I think this is the perfect button that defines Cowboy Nation.
feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you?
Nope, it ain't that one. It's this one.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face. Oh, man, I slept on it. I ain't gonna let y'all down today. I think I know what's going on. First, before I kind of get going, I'm on a vacation, and it's a very necessary vacation. I have a lot of things that have been going on, business related, and even in the midst of that, I had this pre-planned. I planned some stuff for my family that's gonna always have to. That just has to happen when it's pre-planned. So make sure y'all do that, regardless of what comes up. If you made a plan, especially a recharge plan and a community and family plan, stick to it. Okay, even if you got to juggle it with other things. But kind of just really sleeping on this, because everybody know when I do them sleep on it shows, those are usually my best shows, right? So let me get where I can see y'all comments real quick, and then I'm gonna just kind of take off. All right, so I got it where I can see y'all comments now. All right, so just kind of getting down to it. I was really thinking about it on what's going on with the opinions of preseason, right? Because it's been a major shift, especially against Brian, right? It's been a major shift and an opinion shift. And most people were super down on preseason 2. When I looked at preseason 2, it wasn't as bad to me, right? So I'm gonna get my thoughts on preseason 2. But one of the main things I'm gonna talk about today is the fake narratives on Micah's leverage. It's annoying me, so I'm gonna address that, right? So this is gonna be one of them shows that if you want answers,
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
this is gonna be one of them shows that's gonna help you if you truly want answers. Because one of the things that's kind of happening in the space is you having a lot of opinions, and it's sloppy, and it's consistent sloppiness. You know, I had a family member that was where he always made strong opinions and he was winging it. But some of these people, they talk with so much conviction that you'll accidentally eat a lie. What's up, Daisy? You'll eat a lie, right? Because it's a lot of people now, they talk like they really know what they're talking about, and it be outright wrong. And you got to be careful, because then you'll eat the doctrine that they putting out there, or you'll eat the thoughts that they putting out there, and you'll start repeating it, and you'll be in error like them. You'll be wrong like them, and you'll be putting out the wrong stuff. So everybody know the theme of Boss Cowboy Sports, the entity, because I'm Boss Show Me, but the entity is still Boss Cowboy Sports, the LLC. Is your voice matters, right? But this is the deal about your voice mattering. Your voice also matter on bad ideas and dumb ideas and stuff that's toxic. So it's about being responsible with our voices. So like, for instance, you seeing a film battle, allegedly film battle, between, let's say, Okoye and AOC, right? So the problem is some people go pick sides. You shouldn't pick neither side. You know what you should pick? You should pick the side of the person that actually proved it and showed it. It shouldn't be no favorites, even if you don't like one or the other. If one is telling the truth, you go with the person who's telling the truth, whether you like them or not, because then that's putting the Cowboys first. Sure appreciate the $10 super chat, Daisy. I sure appreciate that. Let me go and show these comments real quick, since y'all doing it like that. Y'all give me 1 second to pop this up. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start giving my thoughts. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, because Daisy, I sure appreciate you, man, because you always come in showing love. I appreciate that. And then also tonight at 8 o'clock Central, we having an emergency DC Universe where we talking about, to me, which is the most important subject right now, and that's that one tech. So it's gonna only be 5 as the main people tonight, but then we go open it up to other content creators. The reason why it's these 5 though is because they've actually put in the most work. The most work. Like, if you look at it from like who been really hammering content about one tech, it's absolutely been J Tuck. It's absolutely been Lou. It's absolutely been Henny. And it's absolutely been me. And then Okoye just came in. But then obviously you gotta put Okoye in the mix, because me and Okoye talked on the phone. And I gotta rock with Okoye because Okoye got the character for this type of conversation. This is what I mean by that, and then I'm gonna get to what I was recapping this game and giving y'all my thoughts and what's really going on to me. So Okoye will always have my respect, always, whether I agree or not. Cause it's been time I disagreed. It's been time we met in the arena and we didn't agree when we showed up to the gladiator field. We showed up in different camps. Like, I don't see it, I don't agree, but this is why I will always respect him, because I've seen him so many times fight the lion angry mob. I'm gonna say that again. I saw him many times fight the lion angry mob, because a lot of I'm gonna be honest about us as a fan base. It's a lot of times we become the angry mob. We do. It's nobody worse at eating our own, even our best, than us. You won't find a more vicious hater against Dak than your own Cowboy fan. You won't find channels that's as wicked against Dak than the channels from Cowboy people and the people that had that star. You won't find people that hate Diggs more than Cowboy fans. You won't find people that go at Micah more than Cowboy fans. We are the very best at cannibalizing our own. We the best. And the reason why I will always trust Okoye, because I've seen him over and over and over. When he sees something by the film, he'll go against the crowd by himself. So that's why he absolutely gonna be here tonight. So it's gonna be good. I can't wait till we get down into that. So let's talk. And I'm gonna be honest with all the Cowboy Nation. It's a little bit of overreaction going on in preseason. Okay. And I understand. So this is how I'm gonna break it down. And y'all hear me out. Be open to me, okay? Just be open to what I'm gonna say. It's a little bit of overreaction because we raw. I was talking to one of my brothers, and you know, he's married. Really listen to what I'm getting ready to say. And he was talking about how to fix his marriage. And this person was trying to tell him, you just got to be the type of man that don't react. Now, hear me out. Appreciate my boy saying, Waves boss's crazy work is going to take some getting used to. Yeah, them waves coming in, man. Hey, listen. And I get my haircut tomorrow. Wait till I get my haircut, boy. I'm gonna come back to that though. Yeah, appreciate y'all helping your boy keep up with the. Wait till I get my haircut, boy. Man, this finna. Ooh! But now let me get back to what I was saying. So check this. Hear me out though. Hear me up. Hear me. So I said, bro, you got to be careful with that one. He said, what you mean? I said, bro, what that person is telling you is that you can't have a bad day. See, it's easy to put the heavy on a man to try to fix his marriage and say, you just can't react, bro. You got to always stay, you know, they say stuff like, you got to always stay within your male frame. See, what about the day where your boss done pissed you off? What about the day where you got fired and you got to come home and then she on your ass? Yeah, you've been doing good for 3 months. But this was the day that your brother died and she on your neck. What's going to happen? See, all that stay within your male frame to save your marriage? So I said, brother, make sure, I know you're going with that advice, but you better leave some room for you to be human, bro. Don't take that whole standard on. Don't take that whole standard to where you, as the man, always gotta have a cool head, because guess what? You ain't gonna always have a cool head. What does this have to do with you, Cowboy Nation? Look what happened before preseason 2. See, before preseason 2, you just got a nasty awakening that your owner don't care about winning as much as you do. Going into preseason 2, he stood on that blue carpet and he reminded you that players, that's important. But really what's important, that if it's slow, I know how to stir it up. He reminded you of that. So that's like, just like going into your home after your brother just passed or something tragic just happened. And then you watching the game. But remember, you watching the game in a state of mind of an owner that's proven that week he is not as serious as you are. And I guarantee it'll reflect our judgment on the game. My boy say Martin Luther Boss Jr. Man, take it easy on my back, bro.
Take it easy on my back.
So me sleeping on it, really sleeping on it, right? That's why we so raw, in my opinion, and honestly overreactive of a lot of what happened in the preseason. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real with my Cowboy family right now. So let me give y'all the real perspective where, in my opinion, it's not as bad as what we think, right? Because I'm seeing a lot. Hold on, let me change the vibe real quick, man. But I'm giving y'all the truth. Bubba say Malcolm X boss. Hey, man, I be giving y'all that. I be giving y'all that real though, bro. Cause listen, y'all my family, bro. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on, bro. I'm gonna sleep on it. And y'all know I got my own mind, bro. I don't go with the crowd. Me and Okoye like brothers on that. If I disagree with the crowd, I'm gonna go against the crowd. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm like, man, shit. I don't care what y'all think. Like, I care, but I don't care in terms of y'all influencing me. I got my own mind, bro. I'm very comfortable with having my own mind. So let me give you a perfect example, bro. Let me give you a perfect example as I just kind of break down the game. It just what I'm peeping, bro. Hold on real quick. Let me go to some important stuff. Oh yeah, this is a good one. And we go just talk through this just a little bit, piece by piece a little bit. So, and I said, oh man. I said I will stand by myself on this. Hold on, let me do this. Yeah. I said I will stand by myself on this, but Joe Milton deserves all 3 preseason before we give up. All right, he deserves all 3, right? Because I've seen a lot of people that had already smoked Joe. They done smoked him. They done put that boy in the dirt. And I just want to recall y'all. That's why I don't go with the crowd, bro. I don't follow the mob. Never. I think for myself, right? Remember this. Remember, it took Will Grill the very last preseason to play like a madman when Dak was the play caller. Remember that. Also remember, we gave up on Trey Lance too early too. And now we look city. Let men develop. And so, and see, and that just what me kind of watching us react to Joe, it started making me say, this ain't just preseason panic. This is anger. This is anger at what we seeing. This is anger at realizing that likely Brian is deferring to Jerry and Steven. And so, in my opinion, I think we looking at some of this preseason like we that man walking in the house after having that bad news. And we telling our wife, take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
So when we look at Joe, we like, Joe stink. Does he? Or is it the fact that we might be clouded with the fact that he's developing? So, you know, listen, because everybody like to label people like me, people like Lou, people like Tuck as negative content creators. And I think it's soft for people to be like, just be positive. I can't stand when people just be positive. Bro, if you walked in and somebody slapped your wife, you wouldn't be like, be positive. Bro, a lot of us take a lot of pride in winning, dog. And yeah, so don't tell me to be positive when Jerry just came in and slapped my team, dog. Don't tell me to be positive. Don't tell me to be positive when he stood right on the red carpet and spit in everybody's face and said, yeah, I know how to stir it up. You be positive. I don't have to be positive when this man just spit on my team. I have the right to walk in my fucking house and say, that shit pissed me off, mama. So don't try to tell me to continue to have my male frame and just keep my energy and attitude together when you just piss me off. But at the same time, I gotta sometimes calm down and say, I'm not gonna let him cloud me from true evaluation. So, you know, with Joe, I think Joe deserves all 3 of his preseasons. Because when we also Will Grier take off on the final preseason, we said that Will Grier was a Will Grier that I haven't seen. So in my opinion, let me ask you a question. Would you want anybody to quit on you? If you was playing 4 quarters, would you want somebody to say, I'm done with him? Nah, you would say, no, give me my 4 quarters. I might make a play. Speaking of that, I gotta say this. I'm still out on Boot. Take it easy on my back. Take it easy.
Take it easy on my back.
Cause I slept on it. And I thought about it. I said, man, boss, you being a little bit thirsty. You being a little bit thirsty.
Huh.
Oh, Mr. Nasty Time.
You being thirsty. What you mean? We saw Boot. Lou laughed. We saw Boot, bro. We saw Boot make that one play, right? To a ball that went through the receiver. and he take it to the house. And we was like, well, I guess Booth can play. No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
No, God. No, God, please, no. 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 No.
My boy Paul asked me, he say, so that pick 6 didn't do anything for you, boss? Let me hit this button again. Cause I slept on it.
No, God.
No.
No, God, please, no.
No.
No. No. No.
That one play didn't do nothing. See, listen, I just had to think about it, man. Listen, when I sleep on this stuff, I really do, bro. Let's just think about it. Cooper Rush was targeting him. Can we just pause and just think about that? Cooper Rush kept going at him. What is that saying? Cooper Rush was previously on our team. Cooper Rush knew out of anybody that can keep me employed, keep going at that guy. So, no. What's up, Henny? Henny, we on tonight. We got us a fire show with my boy Henny, man. So, I'm gonna call this team One Tech. This is the team One Tech. It's gonna be DC Universe too, so you know it's gonna be dope. What's up, Henny? So, the answer is hell no.
Oh, hell no.
So, boss, did you just contradict yourself? A little bit. Like when they say, yeah, you, boss, I thought you said don't give up on Joe Milton until you see all 3. Nah, I done gave up on Boot. Hell nah. No. I'm gonna give Booth also one more too, because Booth also did play a little bit better. But bro, they was completing all the balls on him. I ain't crazy, bro. Take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
I ain't crazy. So anyway, just recap. I'm gonna be quick on my recap because I gotta get to these. I gotta get to these old fake ass narratives, bro. That's annoying me. That's the part y'all go enjoy. Y'all go enjoy. I gotta get to that, boy. That got me so annoyed. So let me address this real quick. I'm gonna address all the heavy stuff for preseason. I'm gonna get to the main point, and then we can get out of here. So my boy Tuck, hey, also just keep in mind, man, that boy Tuck is the king of Twitter. I be trying to tell y'all, it's only one king of Twitter. All right, it's only one king, and it's Tuck. When it comes down to the who got the weight on Twitter, do y'all know they just mentioned this man on the Nightcap show, bro? Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco just featured Tuck's tweets on the Nightcap. Some people just cold, bro. I be trying to tell y'all, Tuck is the best follow on Twitter. It ain't even close. He made listen, for every 2 tweets that I do, he gonna give you 15. It's gonna be fun, funny, thoughtful, provoking. He gonna give you 20 tweets to my 2. I be like, damn, bro, do your brain slow down? But this is what he said. We got my boy Rome in the building, and we got Lou, and we got Henny. Man, this is a good day. Today a good day. So my boy Jay Tuck said this. He said, Scotty has talked up competitive, toughness, energy, playing physical. Those aren't play call dependent. Oh. Oh, and we haven't seen any traces of that, even going back to the Rams scrimmage. Take it easy on their back, Tuck.
Take it easy on my back.
I'm not seeing a difference. They just gave Williams RB1. Ooh. He cooking. I'm not seeing a new discipline on the field. Wide receiver jobs are being sacrificed because they are forcing Milton and can't be evaluated properly. Ooh. So this the other side too. And see, and that's just what I love about Cowboy Nation. I'm talking about every one of y'all, because Lou calling out Brown right now. Lou calling the hell out of boy. Lou, take it easy on his back.
Take it easy on my back.
But this is what I love about Cowboy Nation. Let me say this, the real Cowboy Nation, because we got us some tap dancing people out here too. We got some people that's gonna be, yes, so we sick boss ass content creators. Jerry and them ain't never doing nothing wrong, even though they just spit in your face. It's like, all right, bro, nah, you ain't real, bro. You just trying to get a check. It's cool, get your money. But check this. So I said the real Cowboy Nation will inspect. Yeah. The real Cowboy, they go inspect. They go look under the hood. Yeah, we heard all that talking. It's time to look under the hood. But Jay also said this before, going back to how I started the show. It's not all Scotty's fault. And Tuck said that before. See, we got to stop and think about what happened to Brian. Think about it. Just think about it. Jerry and them sabotaging themselves has sabotaged Shotty, y'all. I'm going to say that again. Jerry and them in sabotaging themselves have sabotaged Shotty. I just want y'all to understand that. Okay? This is what I mean by that. It was almost like when he came out there and we was coming out there with that YN music, that hype music, and it was having them practices lit. You could turn it, you could look at the clips and you could see them boys fast. You could be like, damn, the energy look different, right? So you watching just this high energy. And then what did he come in there with? Let's play some Dolly Parton. And even the media was like, man, practice is flat. Yeah. And then now he out there having a cover for that goofy ass shit, right? Where now you got to go out there and say, yeah, Jerry has say too. Bro, come on now. You know, you intentionally had the music that represented the majority of your players, your urban players. You had the feel and the vibe that made them want to get after it. Yes, you did. But then Jerry walked in there and does what Jerry does. He started thinking about sponsors, and he started thinking about family day, and he can't have that future out there. So he go out there and he not gonna keep it pure football. He go flip over the chessboard, and guess who got to clean it up? So then you see the energy down, you see the physicality go down, but guess what? He's still accountable, and it's sad. I'm just being honest. It's sad. So, and then you watch, because I showed y'all on this channel that Clayton Adams clearly contradicted himself. See, Star said it like this. I think it was Star or Lou. One of them said it when we was talking. My boy Landlord, I'm gonna feature you in a minute, Landlord. I'm gonna feature something about you that's super important. My boy Landlord in the building. But when stuff ain't looking right, it's likely Jerry and Steven. When you saw 37 people sit for preseason 1, but your head coach was screaming all off season that people gotta earn it every day, and Clayton Adams contradicted himself and said, yeah, we didn't play Booker because he had a hard practice that week. But then when he talked about Nate, he said, I don't even really kind of take a lot of stock at practice. I really need to see you in live high pressure situations before I can give you my final stamp. You just contradicted yourself. So if you contradicting yourself, who behind it? Who got y'all doing stuff that's opposite what you've been saying you go do? And what's the results of that? So if you've been expecting fairness and been getting fairness, and then these people come in and they say, yeah, we see 37 of y'all as people that we want to bubble wrap. Then what about the people that felt like I had a chance to compete, but now I see what they really think of me? Or you go give it your all when it's predetermined? Remember I showed y'all Isaiah Standback, and he talked about it. He talked about it was important for Shotty to be able to continue that culture of competition because it raises everybody. But when Jerry and them come in there and predetermine and try to get your coach to show deference to their plan, and he literally admitted that. They asked Jerry specifically, what do you tell the fans who want to know that Brian doesn't have to defer to you? He didn't say, oh no, Shotty got it. No, this Shotty got it. No, he said no. I say yes and I say no. In other words, I will and I do override my head coaches. And I will override Shotty. So when you see the physicality go down, when you see the energy go down, let me give y'all some good news, because let me give y'all some good news. I'm gonna give y'all some good news, man, because I did sleep on this. This is why you can still hold your head up as a Dallas Cowboy fan. Let me pump that beat. Yeah, let's go. It ain't over, Cowboy Nation. It look toxic as the motherfucker. It look toxic than the it look toxic than the whole bit. But you gotta a dude that can keep you in it, man. Hold on, let me change the vibe, man. I was feeling that vibe. I was feeling that vibe. Listen, Cowboy Nation, don't give up yet. You got a guy that can keep you in it, man. I had to sleep on this. In the last 15 years, they did a study. It's only 3 teams that has assembled the most homegrown all pros and pro bowlers. 3 teams. You know who they are? The Ravens, Kansas City, and your Dallas Cowboys. So when we came out of that preseason 2 and we was looking at what we saw, yeah, Klebo, I ain't saying that we go win a Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we go have some damn good starters walk out there, y'all. Don't forget that. I just listen, y'all, cause I'm sensing my family. I know my family. Rome talked about it. He said, and Rome, that's my dog. Let me tell you, Rome, one of the most wisest content creators in the space, and he said it right. He said the energy on Brian is like shit bad. But I'm trying to give us the whole picture, y'all. My whole channel was built on being measured. And we go honestly need to win with talent. And we will have to win. Shout out to my brother Law Nation who said this yesterday. Law had a damn good show yesterday, boy. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna tell you, that boy Law went crazy. It was one of his best shows, man. That boy was going crazy. But Law kept it real, man. So for anybody that be like, Law, he's soft, he don't say that, he be pandering, you got Law fucked up. That boy Law kept it real. That boy Law say, man, them Joneses piss me off, man. They make me miserable. But we still gotta climb out this hole with a frown on our face.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
One more time. We gotta climb out this hole, y'all.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, we gotta win it despite them, bro. Sometimes we gotta fight despite them, bro. Sometimes we gotta hope despite them. And there is some hope. And the hope is the talent. Sadly, it's not the coach. Listen, we got a losing ass coach. We got a toxic ass fan base. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. We kill our own. What we doing on Mazda right now is just wrong. I'm gonna just be honest. It's wrong as fuck. Listen, we have made Mozzie the centerpiece of our problems of preseason, and he not even the problem at all. Okoye did a film session today, and he say, Okoye a beast, bro. If you go to war with Okoye, boy, you better be ready, because he gonna smoke you if you ain't ready, right? That boy Okoye said, how many yards do y'all think they got while Mozzie was on the field? I knew it was low. So I just guessed. I say 30. Like, I went low as hell. 30. He added it up. Guess what it was? 30. We making a big deal out of 30 yards while you on the field for 30 snaps, and we out there preaching that Mozzie need to be cut and is a bust. All right, let me speed it up, man. I'm gonna speed it up. I'm taking too long. I'm gonna go through these next points real quick. I gotta highlight the homie, bro. This is why landlord will always be my big brother. Yeah, Paul, that's sad, ain't it, bro? That's why I say we the best at. Nobody kill their own like Cowboy people. Nobody shoot their best like Cowboy people. Nobody would cut off their best players' heads like us. We hate Dak. We hated Zeke. We hated Dez. We hate our best. We want to trade Micah. Just think about the shit we be on. And it be us. Like, nobody will eat their own, dog. Like us. We hated Amari. Amari saved our season and we hate him. We lied on him. He only show up in home games. That was a whole lie. Let me go back to my boy Landlord real quick. See, this is where I love my brother. And this is the problem with a lot of us. A lot of us don't have the integrity to do what my boy Landlord did right here. He said, I've been low on Damone Clark. I must say, he been showing up so far.
Take it easy on my back.
And hell yes. Shout out to Eberflus. Because guess what? That whole linebacker room looking better. You seeing Clark diagnose, huh, Landlord? But see, this is the difference between Landlord and a lot of people in Cowboy Nation. He will publicly say, I was hard on him. But because he really rock with the Cowboys, he will openly also say, he looking good. Guess what? I gotta do that right now with Jay. Do you hear me? Because everybody know I've been busting Jay ass. But it ain't about trying to be right, man. See, when you hungry, crow tastes good. Let me say that again, bro. Take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
Hey, Angie's birthday is on Saturday, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all know. Even if I don't do no damn show, we better shout out the homie. That's the homie. You hear me? Angie birthday is Saturday. So I'm telling everybody right now. Angie with the super chat. She said, "Boss, big shout out to Boss Show Me for easily being top 3 realest cowboy content creator and black men in general. Check your Cash App, OG." Man, I'm telling you, thank you, sister, man. I needed a blessing right now, sister. Thank you. But see, listen, let me say that again so y'all can take it easy on my damn back.
Take it easy on my back.
Y'all know I've been bussing Jay, right? I still don't trust no rookies to be the savior. But I also looked at the film and Jay did not play bad. Now, I'm going to say it like this. He was better. He was much better. Now, am I putting all my hope in that?
Hell no.
But I'm man enough, like my brother landlord, to say openly, Jay played better. And I would gladly eat crow if I'm starving. And I'm starving. I'm starving for a fucking championship. So if I gotta eat the crow, if me and landlord say, bro, this ain't chicken, this crow, but guess what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna make this funky crow taste like turkey. Take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
I mean that though. And guess what? I'm gonna say that tonight. Cause you know what I was expecting? I was expecting, y'all want me to lie, tell the truth. I was expecting Jay to get demolished again. Cause he got demolished game 1 preseason. He did. He got smoked. He did. Now he started off with good get off game 1. But then that motor just wumped his ass. That energy started going down the more he played. And versus the Ravens, I was expecting it again. And it didn't happen. Am I still gonna depend on him?
Oh, hell no.
Would I trust him for 17 games?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
But am I man enough to say he played better? Take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
So, all right, hold on real quick. Let me see. I already gave y'all that. I gave y'all that. I gave y'all that. Oh, no, I ain't give y'all this. So this is the deal. One tech, we still pushing for it. We gonna talk about it tonight. Now it's time to talk about this. I'm gonna change the vibe. All right, I'm gonna talk about, cause it's a little bit of Uncle Tom going on, bro. Let me change the vibe. No, one more. Angie, I'm kind of offended that you said top 3, damn it. I'm kind of offended. You should have said number 1. Nah, I'm messing with you. I do feel like I'm the best though. You're supposed to. Like, everybody should feel that way. I know I'm the best at what I do. I'll put it like this. I'm not the best overall, because I definitely don't have the wheels of Marone. I definitely don't have the major film deep analysis of my brother Koye. I don't. I don't have the predictability of the OC. But when it comes down to kind of breaking down the tea leaves of what's going down with this team, I stand by my mother. I stand by myself. For real. So all of us got our superpower. That's what make DC Universe perfect, because it's really all of us got our superpower. So what I'm good at, ain't nobody better than me at. I put it like that. On what I'm good at, ain't nobody better than me, for real. When it comes down to breaking down the tea leaves, that's me. When it comes down to being able to show it and prove what's really going, that's me. But if you want to really hear that real common sense and that wisdom, yeah, that's wrong. That's where you go get like that he go give you that wisdom. That's, you know what I'm saying? You know? So anyway. All right. So let me say this though. Say landlord said that. See? Yeah, landlord said, I feel like I'm that. Yeah, bro. Whatever our thing is, that shit, you can't beat me at that. That's why when I watch Rome and I be like, shit, I can't just spit that. Like, Rome don't be needing shit. Like, Rome would literally just turn on the camera and he'd be pouring up and he'll give you an hour of wisdom. He'll just be he'll be pouring up, especially if he mad. Ooh, you can't beat Rome. You can't. I look at him, I say, I can't do that right there, bro. I can't just turn on the camera. I be need some B-rolls. I be need some evidence. I'm an attorney style. That's my style. I gotta show you exhibit A, B, C, D. That's my style. But Rome don't need none of that. Rome, I don't need that shit, bro. Just give me the mic. For real. Woo. But let me get to this, because I've been seeing some kind of like Uncle Tom stuff, and it's not on purpose. This is I gotta talk about this, bro. One of the biggest off-season manipulation tactics from Jerry is Micah is under contract. See, when he said that, he did something called a seed plant. I'm gonna teach y'all something called seed planting. So seed planting is where you put the thought in somebody else's head and you water it and it grows and it becomes their thought, even though you the one that planted it in their head. So I used to teach people that when I was teaching people sales, right? So like, for instance, I was the #1 sales rep in the country. And one of the things I taught all my reps is how to seed plant. And we used to do it if we caught you in an urgent situation or if you had an urgent personality. Hear me out. So like, I'm giving you an example of this. So let's say if you called, right, and you called me. Let's say if I sent you a letter, a solicitation letter, and you called me. So then I pick up the phone and say, oh yeah, I received the letter. Yeah, okay. The most important question that I would ask them, first, how you doing? Because I was trying to sense your personality. That was important to if I was gonna seed plant you or not. I ain't gonna get into the details of that. The second question I was to ask, the most important question I would ask you is, what got you shopping? What made you call me? Depending on what you said, depended on if I was gonna seed plant on you or not. So if you said, oh, my rates just went up, and that's why I called you. Or if you said, I'm coming up for renewal on my policy in about 2 weeks, that's why I called you. That urgent situation would allow me to then seed plant you, put a thought in your head and make it like it's yours. So I would say, oh, for real? You coming up for renewal in 2 weeks? Yeah. Oh yeah, man, that's coming up pretty fast. We need to go ahead and get started on this so we can get you away from them today. Today. Now. And then most people will say, okay. As soon as they said okay, that gave me permission to close you now. But I planted the seed that we getting ready to do it now. That's what Jerry did. That's what Jerry did. See, Jerry basically put out there, Micah is under contract. So then all the people start thinking, yeah, he is under contract. He has no leverage. He, matter of fact, should be practicing right now. And see, this is where Jerry manipulated the fans. Jerry manipulated the fans. This is exactly how Jerry manipulated the fans. Because most people don't understand that there's a CBA contract that supersedes every team's individual contract. And guess what the CBA contract says? If you're one of those players that has outperformed your rookie contract, it's within your right to hold out for fairer compensation of your value. Did Jerry mention that? Did Jerry mention that it's actually a higher contract that gives that player the right to say, I'm not giving you my services because there's a major financial risk to me and my future in this violent game? So what we start doing is we start pulling against Micah for Jerry. Because Jerry seed planted the fans. He put a thought in the head of people and they running with it against the player. Yeah. And so then you'll hear a lot of people going out there and saying, yeah, Micah's under contract. He's under contract. And so you hear them say this a lot too. And I'm just explaining this. Cause this narrative is going around because they hearing this also from content creators. They hearing this from sloppy content creators. A lot of content creators that just frankly talk fast but talk ignorant. Like they don't know. So, but you still got to talk about it because especially people that's always trying to post quick. Sometimes you posting quick and you need to slow down and research because then you'll be putting out bad ideas, bad thoughts, bad leverage. So a lot of people, you hear this a lot. This going around a lot. He say he will not play out his deal this year, be franchise tag next year, and then maybe a long-term agreement will be reached. So I'm gonna give y'all the truth on this. A lot of people getting that thought all the way wrong. See, what's happening is you're getting a lot of people that's kind of, they basically rooting for Jerry. And they saying falsely and ignorantly that Micah has no leverage because Jerry can just tag him. Okay. But it shows you that these people don't know how the tag works and how the leverage of the tag works for Micah more than it works for Jerry. Let me explain. Okay. Now, this is for people who want the truth.
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
Okay, this is how the tag works. When you tag a player, 100% of that tag has to come out of that year's cap. You can't stretch it out like you would do a contract. You can't have voidable years and ways for you to move money around. That does not happen when you tag a player. So the thought that Jerry can just tag Micah and that he has all the leverage is false. Let me give you a perfect example. They tried to be cute when they tagged Dak. Guess out of the last 10 years, their most expensive one-time transaction was the tagging of Dak. Why? Because y'all was trying to be tough. They had $90 million in cap space. And guess what Jerry and Steven did? They tagged Dak for $31.5 million. What came out immediately of that year's cap was $31.5 million. Guess how many games Dak played on for $31.5 million? Can anybody take a guess? I'm testing y'all real quick. Guess how many games that he played for that 31.5? Four and a quarter. Because that was the year he broke his ankle. Think about that. So think about that. Don't think about this like you trying to go against Micah. Just think about this from common sense. Think about it from common sense. How would you feel if you had to pay $31.5 million for 4 games? For 4 games in a quarter, because remember he got injured in the first quarter of the Giants game. Or right around the second quarter. So people literally out there preaching and saying Micah messed up because see Jerry has all the leverage. He can just tag him. Do you think Jerry wants to? And Steven, do you really think there's no consequence for tagging Micah? What's the consequence? And why does Micah actually have the leverage on the tag? See, that's why you gotta, man, you gotta be careful with these people that be out here winging it, man. They be making up shit. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. What's up? Yo, I'm at the crib. Yeah. I'll be up there. Give me about 15 minutes. All right. Yeah, my boy Benzo say 5 games, 31 million. Yeah, why do you think they paid him the next time? They like, we ain't gonna do that again. We ain't doing that no more. Cause see, that 31 million, they don't get that back. See, all this Jerry has all the leverage, bro. You gotta watch out, man. Listen to them suck up content creators, man. They be always sucking up to Jerry and them. Jerry and them never wrong. You know? Jerry and them ain't never messing up. Master Jerry. You can't go at your boss like that. You can't challenge the billionaire. See, that's massa thinking. No, the CBA give rights where millionaires could actually battle the billionaires. And the CBA done made it with the tag to where the tag, let me explain one more reason why the tag is leverage for Micah. Wasn't it Jerry they said that they budget 5 years out, especially for their marquee players? So let me ask you a question, those of us who have to budget. So let's say you gotta pay for your kids' college. So you've been preparing for that over the last 4 years. And then somebody come to you and say, hey, and I'm trying to give y'all the most common sense way possible. You've been budgeting for Micah to go to college. You knew it was coming. You saw the stardom year one. So you knew as a responsible father, you knew you had to start putting away some money for son Michael to go to college. Micah. So then when it's time for him to go to college, he also needs a car. And then this person says to you, you can have this car. Yeah. It's going to cost you $25,000. I'll do now. What does that do for your plan of being able to pay for his college? Because you got to pay this tag on his car. I'll do right now. What's the chances of you being able to send Micah to college?
Oh, hell no.
But if you can finance that car and you can pay monthly on it, if you can put some installments down and it's not all due at once, now I can potentially pay for Micah's college. I'm giving y'all the easiest example for you to see it. This is also why Micah has leverage and not Jerry with the tag. Because guess what? Not only do you have to pay for Micah to go to college, to where if you got to pay for that car at once, it'll blow your budget. You got an up and coming son that you've been budgeting for as well. So what does that tag do for your little brother that's up and coming? So like I'm telling you, it's a lot of tap dancing, suck up content creators that want jobs. I don't know why they on that. I don't want to say what people motives could be. Maybe they just don't know and they just fast talkers. But it is sloppy as hell and you are misinforming the public. Because the real leverage of the tag is for Micah. Not for Jerry. And if you saying anything opposite, you, sir, are a tap dancer. You are tap dancing and being buck broken for front office. Because if you was really smart, you would want a win-win, not a win-lose. A win-win is for Micah to get what he's due and for Jerry them to pay what's fair. You wouldn't be rooting for Micah to get stiffed and screwed as if Jerry has all the leverage when he actually does not. So let me give y'all the let me change the vibe real quick, man, because we trying to climb out this hole. Hold on, I gotta turn off that music. We trying to climb out this hole.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
We trying to climb out this hole. So like, I've been just sitting back, like, and I just be just like watching people on Twitter, listening, and I be like, are we really on that? So, I'm gonna sum this up like this. This whole thing is sad, bro. I do expect if Jerry is putting the Cowboys first, that boy say, what you know about that 3,000? Man, come on, bro. We climbing out this hole with a frown on our face.
Climbing out this hole with a frown on my face.
In the place to be. So let me just sum it up and be all the way honest with everybody. What we're witnessing is sad. Law Nation went absolutely biblical yesterday. He made the best case I've ever heard on how the Joneses likely cause injuries. Because when they take these players to the brink, he was making a case that you build up stress levels and cortisones in your blood. And that even when you paid, it doesn't take away from all that stress that they put on you trying to get you at a certain price. Because they refuse to do common business like talk to the agent. And he started making a case of, look at all the injuries that happened to the better players who went through these stressful fights. And I thought about it. I said, all right. When did that get hurt? When did his ankle just turn on him? When he was playing on that tag. A high stressful situation where you don't know when you might get hurt, but you playing every game and you playing for a lottery ticket. What happened to CeeDee Lamb last year from his holdout? What was he playing through? Yeah, CeeDee Lamb never was getting hurt up until last year. When did Zach Martin start to decline? When he held out. What's my point? So we got somebody that refused to get on the phone with the agent. We only have a few more days to where they're going to be hitting. So that means you go send Micah potentially out there once the deal is done. And he go against Lane Johnson. And you have not spent no time building up the football calluses in this violent game. All because you don't want to get on the phone with the agent. See, at this point, you can blame the agent because the agent has a history of trying to bend over teams. But I'm not going to blame the agent when you, the person that's not answering his calls. So, if football is first, Jerry, you go get Micah done this week. Because when did they get CeeDee Lamb done? They got CeeDee Lamb done when they came back to Frisco last year. And he had 1 day of contact. If you are anyway kind of serious, you are on the phone right now. But at worst, let's stop all this pandering to Jerry, man. Let's stop all that. That's annoying. It's whack. All this, yes, sir, we sick, boss. And also, no, Micah does not have to keep that deal that he had with Jerry. No. Yesterday's price is not today's price. It don't work like that. No. As your counterparts continue to rise, you in relation to them and the value that you bring your organization also changes your price as well. That's why Dak started with an APY, average per year, of around $28 million. And by the time they got the deal done, it was 40. Because yesterday's price wasn't today's price. So Cowboy Nation, let's do better. Let's stop all this owner versus player, player versus owner. What you really should want is a fair deal for both. That's all you really want between the two parties. You don't want Jerry to get screwed by the agent, and you don't want Micah to get screwed by Jerry. You want that guy on the field. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy. Man, hell no, that ain't my name. I took that cowboy off my name until they show me. We gonna be back tonight. DC Universe. It's gonna be dope.